Gentleman down here.
Stephen Jenkins from CNN News. I wonder, what is the effect on the Optimus 3D when you're on battery life, when you're watching 3D displays? How does it compare to watching 2D? And that's the question.
So for Danny, I think perhaps the question is, how does the battery life of Optimus 3D compare to 2D content consumption?
So it's a good question actually. So we have explained before, thanks to the dual-core, one-channel, dual-memory architecture, when you are in such a resource-intensive use case scenario, such as 3D recording, 3D video conferencing, etc., the architecture is optimized to minimize the battery consumption packages. So this, together with other further improvements LG has implemented in software and hardware, makes the battery lifetime of this device better than most of the competitive devices actually.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Next question, gentleman here.
Yes, hello, Joseph from Newsweek Poland. My two questions are, when these new devices are going to appear on the market, and what will be the price of both of them?
So the question is when these products will be made available in the market. So in the European case, the LG Optimus 3D will be available in most operator stores from May. When it comes to LG Optimus Pad, the availability of this device will start from April in Europe. Prices, well, unfortunately, we are not able to disclose today. They depend from country to country.
Very spy countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you for that. There's a gentleman in the middle of the aisle, if we can reach him there. We'll pass the microphone along.
Hi, David Mayer from ZDNet UK. Sorry to bring up a subject that's slightly tangential to these very impressive launches here, but could I have a little bit of an idea of what your opinion is on Microsoft, who's your partner on Windows Phone, doing a very, very deep partnership on that platform with Nokia, much deeper than it has with yourselves?
I guess it's not a good idea to make a comment on our partners, especially we have been working with Microsoft, so I'm sure there must be a strategic rationale, and I believe we're going to continue to work with Microsoft. But for the details, we need to wait and see, right?
Okay. There's a gentleman right on the end here who's been waiting patiently.
Hi, Brian Clue with AnonTech.com. I have two questions. On the Optimus 3D, could you give us any details about resolution, the 3D capture, maybe bitrate, and then which OMAP 4 SoC is actually in there?
Just capture the first question, the resolution of Optimus 3D, right? The screen resolution is 4.3 YVGA. When you're recording in 3D, actually we are achieving a high definition at 720p. When you're recording in 2D mode, the resolution goes up to 1080p HD. Second question, can you repeat the second question, sorry?
Which SoC from OMAP 4 is in the 3D? You know,
yeah, it's the TI OMAP 4430. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think we have a question from this side of the room.
Hi, Guy from GSM Israel. Wanted to ask about what kind of versions regarding the band of the phone will be Optimus Black, Optimus 2X, and 3D. US version, okay. European version.
So, question on the frequency bands for Optimus Black and. Okay.
Can you,
the frequency band for support in Europe and North America in terms of Optimus Black?
Optimus Black.
All of them.
All of them.
So,
Is there a question? Because you want to see which countries our products are going to? I'm not quite sure,
Are they going to be 850, 900,
Yeah, I got that question, but I'm wondering why you're asking that question, because depending on the countries we are selling those products, right, and we are supporting those frequencies. So if I'm selling this phone to, let's say, a few carriers in the US, and depending on the carrier and country, the frequency is determined.
Okay, thank you for the question. Gentleman at the back there with the microphone.
Scott Pacino from Will Device Companies. You sort of answered this question already, I just want to get clarification. The SoC, the OMAP 4430, is that both of these new devices, the 3D and the pad? Obviously a good question.
So, sorry, I'll answer very quickly. So, as I mentioned, the LG Optimus Pad 3D, the LG Optimus Pad includes an NVIDIA AP20 Tegra chipset, whereas the LG Optimus 3D includes the TI OMA 4430. So
It seems to me that there are certain interest in the TI chip we are using. So I invite some of you who have interest in that to the TI press conference we're going to hold jointly this afternoon.
Okay. Okay, we have time at this point for 2 more questions only. I'm going to take one of them from the gentleman with the red lanyard at the back here.
What is so special about the cooperation with YouTube?
YouTube work is there is a certain because of the deal nature, I cannot disclose all, but there is a certain element of exclusivity and also certain features only available for the time being for our device only. I cannot disclose further details.
Okay, I think we'll try, 2 gentlemen over here, both are very patient. If we can both make them quick questions, we'll try and take both. This gentleman here, first of all.
Alistair Cameron, MrGadget.com today. Just a question about research and development. Exactly, there's a number of things that we've seen here today which evidence the strength in that area, but how would you, are there some specific ways that you could highlight some of the work that you're focusing on in the future in terms of what might end up in future products and so forth?
As a whole, we are now increasing our R&D resource more than the 10 to 15%. We continue to increase our R&D effort, and then the focusing area is pretty much all about the hardwares, display and mechanical and assembly technology, everything. And then we also putting quite big stress on the user interface as well. So these new 3 premium phones will be equipped with a very new user interface, and that kind of effort we're going to continue to develop further. And also we are now also working on some content and service arena as well, in quite close collaboration with our partners, such as YouTube, so that those are the areas and those are the targets our research effort is now focusing on.
Thank you. So we will take one final question from the gentleman standing.
Hi, good morning, Francisco from NBC. We have seen these products being focused on the consumer segment. Are there any plans to target these devices to the enterprise market, or is this segment for the future and not for the current strategy? Thank you.
We do believe that especially the beginning of this year is the better ground of the smartphone is open, so that more and more sophisticated and complex customer requirements will make the smartphone segmentation even more accurate and a little bit more complex as well. So that these 3 key, we call it three brothers, the premium brothers of the smartphone. But those three brothers has a very unique value proposition for satisfying those variety of the customer requirements. I think that even this kind of, they are watching the customer insights and finding out the most appropriate consumer segment is becoming more and more important. As you have seen from the presentation about the tablet, we spent quite a lot of time to investigate what is the optimal size for tablet, which is often regarded as a very new species. That is one of the examples we are now putting a lot of the emphasis on investigating the consumers and the consumer segmentation as well.
Okay. Thank you.